Hello, good morning. Is it audible? Hello.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So today maybe we'll have 20 minutes class because still we are feeling so tired due to that vaccination second dose. But otherwise it is fine. No side effect. Nothing was happening. So even I think from May 1st onwards, government they are planning to give vaccination to 18 plus. So if possible, I think you can have a vaccination because for us, even 45 also plus also there is no side effect. Even during first dose also, I didn't face any side effect. During second dose also, nothing. Little bit tired, maybe it may be for one day. So I think for you people, you are all very young. I think there won't be any side effect. So you can have access because I think day by day the cases are increasing. Even our students, many students are affected. For DCAT, we used to receive a lot of the requests from students, that many people, specifically from North. So I request all the students we take care of their health when if possible we can have vaccinations. So stay alone, stay safely in the home. Don't roaming anywhere with your friends or like that outside because next 2 to 3 weeks it is an I think the crucial stage. Day by day, since number of cases are increasing, so kindly stay in your okay. Regarding that CAT 2, so I completed evaluations and I also I have unlocked the Mark to CU on that last Friday itself. Even I uploaded he also in the meetup on the last Friday itself. So the general the feedback observations, even that many people you performed well. Only the few people's they didn't participate. Even one or two people, I think one guy he attended only one person. So remaining he did not. But similarly, that few people they attend only 2%. Yes, IPV address it is very simple. I think many students they performed well. Similarly, for the first person also they performed well. Second person, so I think we asked to mark the framing. So in the frame itself, you should mention whether it is an I frame or supervisory frame, all these things. Similarly, you should mention there whether it is an F0, F1 or ACK1, ACK2 in the frame. So in that few members, you didn't mention framing, directly you are written that. Then one more mistake, you didn't read the question properly. One question we asked it's an 2-bit sequence. One we asked as a 3-bit sequence. So it's a 2-bit sequence means automatically it will vary from F0 to F0 to F3. Because it is 2 power 2, it is 4. It is from F0, F1, F2, F3. That is I frame 0, I frame 1, I frame 2, I frame. If it is the 3-bit, then it will vary from 0 to 7. That is 8. 8 frames. 2 power 3, it is 8. So there, that many people see the mistake. Since it is an open book, even it's an open net. So even in the fact also, you may have a little bit that is. So you should read the question carefully before even that writing that. That is the otherwise this time even the correction also even a little bit I did deliberately. The class average this time it is 20.2 or 20.3. So you kindly you can concentrate on the next few quiz because even within 1 week you'll have another quiz. Similarly, I evaluated the assignment DA, then award the marks also. In that, the few the students. So without that solving spanning tree directly you are written the answer. You have got from your friends, then you written the answer. That is not advisable. For that, I will reduce very less. I will reduce only 1 mark, not more than that. I think 3 or 4 students, that third question, you didn't write the answer for that third question. One actually, third questions it carries 3 marks, but even I reduced only I think 1.5, 1 or 1.5. So that is okay. So similarly, don't worry about that issue also. One request, I think few members you are absent for this one. Those who are absent for the first one. Suppose if you are willing, you can approach me. I may conduct the review process. So regarding queries related to CAT2, you can go through answer key. You can go through your paper. Then you can, if you are facing any things, it is uh, it is worth to get more marks. You can send through a mail in 2 days. Really, if it is genuine, then I will consider. You received one request from your students. One of students actually, he sent the request. Sir, I forgot to upload the first page. I uploaded only second page. But as per our policy, any request, any the answers it sent through email, that won't be considered for an evaluation. That is the policy. Don't mistake me on those angles. Because if I'm violating that the policy, one I cannot ask any faculty. I cannot ask any faculty why you should like that. Because we should follow that minimum that the guidelines given by COE or DFAT, that we should not violate. Other than that, if you are if you are feeling you are worthy to get the marks for that question, specifically mention the question number, then mention that what is uh, your the client, then you can send through mail within 2 days. Then after that, I will open. Really, if it is the genuine, if it is what, definitely I will give the mark. Even if it is not worthy, not genuine, also I will revert through mail. I will reply through. Anything you want to discuss other than this? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, next, we'll move to IPv6. The main drawback of IPv4 that is address shortage, because there we use only 32 bits. So within 32 itself, we should allocate for even for that's network ID, then subnet, even that host. So let us imagine, suppose if you want to assign IP address globally, then automatically that the shortage of address, depletion of address space, right? So to overcome that, that IPv6 came into the picture. So today we will see about that introduction of IPv6. Then maybe 1 or 2 problems in IPv6. Then how to assign IP address in a detailed manner. We will see in the next class. So even despite of all short-term solutions, address depletion is still a long-term problem. That is, address depletion means number of the shortage of address. Even though to overcome that, we have gone for even that ATM, even we can gone for the subnet, all this. Still, that shortage of address, it is the major issue. So to overcome that, we are going for IPv6. If we compare IPv4 and IPv6, the difference. So in IPv4, we assign the logically 32-bit IP address. Here, we are assigning logically 128-bit IP address. Here it is the 32. Here it is 128. That is the difference. So in IPv4, we used to represent the dotted decimal. Here we are representing using hexadecimals. Here we are using decimals. IP address means it is decimals. 50, that is, maybe 178, 179, or 200 like that. But here in IPv6, we are going to represent using hexadecimal. The reason is here we are using only 32 bits. Here we are using 128 bit to represent IP address. For an easy representation, we are going for representing IPv address using hexadecimal. That is the one thing. Second reason to difference between to differentiate between IP4 IPv6, we are representing IPv6 using hexadecimal. Here, both it contains header field. IP4 it is slower, but IP6 it is faster. Here IPv4 we can go for unicast, multicast, broadcast. But IPv6 we can go for unicast, multicast, anycast. So broadcast means it is nothing but it is a broadcasting message. It is from 1 to unicast 1 to 1, multicast maybe 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 like that. Broadcast it is 1 to many. Anycast it is nothing but suppose if you want to send any informations to one IP address. Here that that anycast the anycast IP address it will assign to for example suppose I want to transmit the common message. Suppose in the broadcast, let us consider in the network it contains with the 100 systems. So in the broadcast, so that common message will go to all the 100 systems. But I feel it is not required to send all the message to 100 systems. If it is selective of only that 50 is the sufficient, because remaining 50 it is not required this message. That time even you can go for multicast, but only difference between multicast and anycast. Multicast we should specify all that that 50 systems IP address. But in the anycast, it is containing common anycast IP address. If you are using that anycast IP address, single IP address, if you are sending the message, that will go to all the 50 systems with a single IP address. That is the difference between the multicast, broadcast, and anycast. Because in a network, sometimes that broadcast, that message, it does not require to send to all. Sometimes it may be some other node, it is not required that that message. So if you are sending that broadcast, automatically that systems also will get confused. So what is the need for receiving this the message? That automatically that host may look on that messages, then that may get confused due to that the broadcast. So to avoid that, we are going for anycast. Then both will have a good secure system. We compare IPv version 4 and IPv header. So this orange color, the field name kept from IPv4, IPv6, same field name. In IPv4, they are used version to represent this which type of version. Same field we are using IPv6 also to represent this IPv6. Then the source address, the name we are using same, but only difference the bit is length is high. Similarly, destination address we are using with the same name. Then fields not kept in IPv6. So these things, that header length, identifications, then flag, the fragment offset, header checksum, options, paddings, all these things, we are not keeping in IPv6 because that header length, it is fixed for IPv6, so it is not required. Identifications, it is not required because using source address, destination address, you are going to identify. Flag is also not required because that IPv6, it is having starting and ending, it is the constant. Here the fragment offset is not required because the fragmentations only we are going to fragment to increase probability of assigning more IP address. In IPv6, it is you can assign drilling IP address using IPv6. So it is not required. Then option, zero padding, all these things are not required. Then the name and position change between IP for IPv6. The type of service, time to live, protocol, total length, it has been changed as traffic class. Type of service, it is changed as traffic class. So total length, it is changed as that, the payload length, the next data. So all these things, it is changed as the different. The new field here we introduce as the flow label to analyze the flow control. To analyze the flow control, you see here. So the fragmentation field, it is moved out of base header. IP options moved out of base header because option is not required. Head checksum is eliminated. Length, that is head length, is eliminated. Length field, it is not there. Alignment is changed from 30 to 64. You see here alignment. The length of this, it is 32. Here it is moved to 60 aligned. Because here to represent, because here the source address, destination address is 32. Here it is 128. So to give her the better way fitment, so that alignment from 32, it is moved to 62. Source address, it will represent using the two line. Destination, it will represent using the two lines. Then revised, so time to live, it is hop limit. Protocol, it is next letter. That types of service, it is a traffic class. Address is increased from 32 bit to 128 bits. So flow label additionally added. How to represent IPv6? So IPv6, it is an made of 128. So we are dividing that into 816 bits. 816 bits. Because in a previous case, in IPv4, it contains 32. We divide that into 4 into 8. We divide that into 4 into 8. So we divide that into 8 bits. In IPv6, we are dividing 128 into 816 bits. So the first field, it is 16 bits, second 16, third 16, up to we are dividing that into 816 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see here, so this is 128. We are dividing that into 16 bits. Then we are representing each block into digit hexadecimal, because there we have represented dotted decimals from directly 8 bit. Since it is in 16 bit, so you cannot able to represent using that. It is very tough to differentiate between IP for IPv6. We are representing this 16 bit into 4-digit hexadecimal. We are dividing each block into the 4-digit hexadecimal. So let us consider this is an respective IP address in IPv6. So how will you convert that into the hexadecimal format? The first one, divide the first block into the 4 digits. So this is 0001. What is the equivalent for this hexadecimal? It is 1. 000 hexadecimal, it is 0. 000 hexadecimal, it is 0. 0010 hexadecimal is 2. Similarly, second bit, all are 0. Divide that into the 4 bits. convert that into the hexadecimal, it is 0. Similarly, third field, convert into the 4 bits. So 1000, it is 8. So 0011, it is 4. 0010, it is 2. 0011, it is 3. Similarly, the fourth one, divide that into 4 digits. So 000, it is 1. Then 1110 corresponding hexadecimal equal, it is E. Kindly people should convert this to hexadecimal, not to the decimal. If it is all one, it is F. Actually, in a decimal, it is 16. Since we are converting from binary to hexadecimal, it is F. So 1101, it is a D. So similarly, we are converting all those that 18 the blocks into the respective 4-digit hexadecimals. Now, after converting this, if you see here, this is then respective the hexadecimal equivalent representation of IPv6. But if you see here, remembering it is very, very tough. In IPv4, it is like maybe 128.10.5.1. So easily we can be able to remember, easily we can be able to represent. But if you see here, IPv6, 2001, Gen all zeros, 3238, TFE1, 0063. You see here, two field, it is continuously 0, then F here. So to represent easy way, we are going for shortening IPv6 using the rules. So because since all these 0, I think it is unnecessarily, it increase length of IPv6. So to shorten that, I think in a URL also, if you see that in a Google, so we are going for shortening the URL using URL shortener. That is only for that easy manipulations, easy understanding, that easy sharing of that IPv address. That is URL address. Similarly, here also we are going for shortening IPv6 using the rule. The first rule, discard leading zeros. Suppose if that any field, if it contains the leading zeros, if you see here, there is no leading zero. Here all are zeros. Here third is also no leading zero. Fourth is also no leading zero. If you see here fifth block, it is contained leading zeros. Just discard these leading zeros. Discard these leading zeros. So using the first rule, you can rewrite this as 2001 colon 000 colon 3238 colon DFE1 colon 63. You can eliminate leading zeros. Colon all zeros colon all zeros colon F. So after this applying first rule, you can eliminate leading zeros. So rule two, if two or more field block, it is an consecutive zeros. If two or more blocks, if it is an consecutive zeros, these can be replaced with 2 colon. Second rule, if two or more blocks contains consecutive zeros, omit them all and replace with a double colon. If you see here, the block 6 and 7, it is a consecutive zeros. So representing 0000 colon 0000, it is meaningless. So we are going to shorten and using that as with the double colon. So in these things, after applying first rule, second rule, if you see here, the block 6 and 7 will be replaced by double colon. So 2001 000 3238 DFE1 63. Then two consecutive blocks contain zeros that can be replaced with double colon. Then last as it is. Okay. Now again, if we see here, so again the second field, it contains all zeros. After applying rule 2, again I am going back to rule 1 such that, so omit that leading zeros. Using that rule, you can omit this 3 zeros. You can apply first rule again here. You can omit these leading zeros. Then you can represent as 2001 0. Instead of 4 zeros, we are applying rule 1 0 3238 DFE1 63. Then it is an that double colon FB FE FB. So if you see here, we are going to shorten from this address to this address for an AC reference station. So this is the shortening IPv6. Any doubt here?
Sir,
Yes.
so can you explain rule 2 again?
Yeah, rule 2. Okay. So if we see here, after applying first rule, we got this answer 2001 000 3238 DFE1 63 0000 000 FEF. If you see here, these consecutive zeros, it is a meaningless. So to reduce consecutive zeros, if two or more blocks contains consecutive zero, that can be replaced by double colon. Single colon means it is nothing but it differentiate between two other blocks. So we are using double colon to replace two or more consecutive blocks of zeros. If you see here, the block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, block 6 and 7, it is a consecutive zero. So we are going to replace this 6 and 7 with double colon. So 6, 7, 7 with the double colon. So this is the rule 2. I think we will see one problem. Then I think okay, it is very easy. So this is then the shortened address. Expand this address into original IPv6. Suppose if you are giving like this, we will give the shortening address. Expand this into your original address. So if you see here, so in IPv6, it should contain 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it contains only 5 blocks. So always you should start with this double colon, because double colon, we are not knowing in the double colon whether it is an 2 consecutive 0 block or 3 or 4. So first, always you should expand from this. So I am going to apply the rule for the first rule, because I am going to start from here, double colon, because I am not knowing how many blocks are consecutive zeros. So right side, it is 1. So I am going to apply rule 1. So leading zeros, because it is inverse. So their leading zeros are, it is it is omitted. So to get to original, I am going to add leading zeros. Then right side is 12. Always it should contain 4 hexadecimals. So 12, 2 leading zeros. Then last field as it is. Then in the left side, 15. 15. So it should contains 4 hexadecimal, 4 leading zeros, 2 zeros. Then next 0, always it should contain 4 hexadecimal, so 3 leading zeros. Yeah. Now I applied the first rule. I applied the first rule in the inverse. Now if we see that, if you are counting number of the field as per the original, it should contain 8 blocks. So 1, 2, in the reverse is 8, 7, 6. That means 3, 4, 5. So 3 blocks it is in consecutive blocks that has been represented using the respective the dotted decimal, using the respective the double colon, because I need 8 block in the IPv16. I'm going to start from left 1 and 2, then colon. I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to start from end 8, 7, 6. Now this colon, it is equivalent to the field of 3, 4, 5. So it is an 3 consecutive 0 block. Now applying the rule 2 in the inverse. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 5. It is in 3 consecutive zeros block. So 3 consecutive zeros block. Now if you see here, this is a colon. Then I am going to write 6th block as it is. I'm going to write 7 as it is. I'm going to write 8 as. This is nothing but expanding shortened IPv6 into its original form. Any doubt? Okay. For remaining, I think the problem we will see in the next class. Okay, so thank you. If you want to leave, you can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
So
thank
how
you for
much did you
taking
say the
part.
average was?
This time 20.2 or 20.3 class
Okay, sir.
average.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye. If you are feeling anything, you can mail to me, to my mail ID, personal mail ID. That is not HOD mail ID. The personal mail ID you can mail to me. So I will reply to you.